Brian here from Advanced Solar, and one of the things that we do that's a little bit different than our competitors is we work on systems that are not ours. And we do that out of necessity because of how many people have been orphaned by their solar companies. You buy a solar system and then the company goes out of business, or the company no longer wants to service you, and then you need help. And at that point, you need someone to adopt you, and that's where Advanced Solar Rescue comes into play. Now, with Mr. Schiffman, who I'm sitting here with today, he had an interesting situation. You had got your system installed by a company out of Tampa, which is kind of a far drive from here. And I'm not even sure how they even connected with you. How did you connect with a company from so far away?
I had a friend of mine who has an installation and still does here in Old Cypress. However, uh, at the time, and this was early on, we're talking now about 8 or 9 years ago, in the early days when solar was rather unusual, and we were unaware of anyone in Naples. I was certainly, and at the recommendation of a friend of mine who had already had this installed, said he had a great experience with these folks in Tampa. And I was concerned about it being far away. He said, no, they're great. They come on down. It's not a problem whatsoever. It's something I should have checked ahead of time. I had no idea how difficult it was going to turn out to be. And the effort it took to be able to get them to make a call and fix something, it was very difficult. At some point along the way, I realized this was not going to work full time any longer, and I was either going to have to find someone who could take it over or replace the system in total, which is something I did not want to do. I happened to meet one of the people from Advanced Solar right up the street with a friend of mine who had already done an Advanced Solar installation. Very, very happy. At the time, I asked him, would you be willing to take a look at my system and see if there's any ability for you to take it over without having me replace it? There were so many problems with the system and the wiring and the way it had been initially installed that his recommendation was, we can probably keep you running, but long term, you're not going to be very happy with us, and you're going to find that what's occurred is that it's just going to be a back and forth thing,